Football game, but for us to fight and play as hard as we did for 60 minutes was a credit to our coaches getting them ready to play. Coach Rick, just getting these guys ready to play for 60 minutes.
And then a 40,000-foot view question. This program hasn't beaten the Gators 2 years in a row since before you were involved, and you've been around for almost 20 years.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. I don't know when the last time was, but you try to each week or each year this game comes up is talk about it's a new year. The past is the past, but kids are kids, and they hear what you guys are asking them all the time. You hadn't won, only 4 times out of 22. You hadn't done this, you hadn't done that. Just talked about, hey, we're going to be positive. We're going to play our game, and if we do that for 60 minutes, we'll have a chance to win the game. I believe we're a very good football team, and a chance to be a great football team when we play together like we did tonight.
And could you just talk a little bit about? It just looked like Mark didn't want to leave the field after the game. I mean, he's out there for 15 minutes. He's, thumbs up.
You'd have to ask Coach Rick. I know I didn't want to leave the field either. So it was just, it's anytime you win a big game like this, Georgia, Florida, it's a lot of emotion. You saw the emotion throughout the whole game with our players, and it was a hard-fought game. One of those old-school ball games that's going to come down to the fourth quarter. And fortunate enough, we made a play on offense, and the defense made a play there at the end of the game. And we were able to finish the game there and get a first down and grind out the clock where we didn't have to punt, which was huge.
How about you're an old quarterback, I know. How good did you feel for Aaron that he has those 3 first-half interceptions, and then Malcolm makes a play at the end of the game?
No doubt. At halftime, I just said, "Hey, son, it's 7-6. We're winning the ball. We're winning the ball game. You got to play ball. We'll stop shooting ourselves in the foot with the turnovers and the penalties on offense. I felt we were protecting great. I felt we were running the ball great. We just kept killing ourselves with stupid penalties and turnovers. And I said, you're going to have to win this ball game. We're not going to be able to run up down the field on Florida. You're going to have to win it. And in the fourth quarter, I thought he did a nice job of throwing the ball with some conviction and not hoping. And when you do that, you got a chance. I thought we were hoping a little bit early that, hey, it might be a completion and balls were getting away from us. But just, a total team effort for the defense to hang in there like they did and create those turnovers. And then for them to still be positive for us and for us to come in the fourth quarter and get that touchdown was huge.
And Todd, you were saying you didn't need you need positive yard. You need a run game. You don't need 80-yard runs. You need to just be able to run. He kind of gave you that.
I thought so. I thought early on we were blocking them well up front. When I thought it might not happen to the second half, and we were getting some holes, and it was getting in the secondary. And just every time we got something started, we'd have a hold in, we'd have a block in the back, or we'd have a personal foul, just stupid stuff that we got to learn from. But it was an emotional game. The mindset coming in here is that we weren't going to get punched in the mouth. We were going to punch back and play hard for 60 minutes, and I thought our guys did that for the whole 60 minutes.
You got as emotional as you did on that video, I imagine.
On that touchdown? Oh, yeah. I was jacked up. When I saw the coverage and I knew that it was going to go to Malcolm, I knew we'd have a chance. Malcolm's a guy that, given a chance, is going to make a play. It was very, very tight coverage by their defender, and he did a great job of catching the ball with his hands and then trying to score after he caught the ball. Broke a tackle and then weaved in and out. Just, that's a huge play, and could go down as one of the great plays in Georgia history, depending on how we finish out the season.
Yeah, it makes one miss an already bigger now.
Yeah, there's no question. We got to, we're going to enjoy this win, but we got to go back on Monday and we got to talk about why we played this way this week. It's because we were convicted, we wanted to play with passion, and we got to do that every week. Because we come in here and we let people pat us on the back, and Ole Miss is going to beat our butts next week. There's no doubt about it.
In the second half, he came out throwing the ball more with Aaron. Did you see something that was?
Well, they were early on. They were playing some single safety stuff, and I knew we were not going to be able to run the ball consistently for 4 quarters. They're too good. We had to be able to stay balanced, and they stayed in the 2 shell there. There were a couple times I wanted to throw it more, and they kept playing coverage. We kept having to stick the run in there, but. At halftime, I told him, I said, son, you're going to have to win this ball game. We're winning the ball game. The first half's the first half. You got to come out and throw the ball with conviction. And I thought he did that. I thought the whole night we were blocking well. We were protecting well. There really wasn't any pressure on him all night. He just had to be convicted and step in his throws and throw it with some velocity. And I thought he did that in the second half. We were off on a couple, but in the fourth quarter, we connected on the ones we had to and made enough plays for the victory.
Is that the play that you were hoping to see?